Good morning, happy Monday. This is the Lovin Dubai show with me, Casey.
And me, Masa.
And we go through all of the trending stories. Our top story today, the UAE expresses condolences over flood victims in both India and Pakistan.
And Lovin Dubai is launching its first ever community awards.
Teaser we're going to tell you about later in the show. Also, Emiratis can now renew their UAE passports 1 year before they expire.
And Dubai Bling star Safa gets robbed in London.
In today's rapid weather report, it's mostly sunny with temperatures ranging from 33 to 42 degrees. Schools start back next Monday. It feels like busy has arrived, doesn't it?
Do you feel like the summer passed by so quickly?
It flew. It absolutely flew.
I'm so happy it flew. But you know, August, it's been hot, but less humid.
It wasn't as humid.
It wasn't as humid. And I feel like I can stay outside for an hour now.
Yeah, same.
At night, I can stay outside for an hour.
Walking is possible.
Literally, walking is possible. Sometimes, if you have something cold in your hand, it's fine.
Yeah, I wouldn't encourage too much. I would stay hydrated, but it's possible. Good morning to everyone tuning in. I love all your comments on this Monday morning, wherever you are. Let us know where you're watching from. There's a story of a marriage that didn't because of technicality.
Yeah, so basically the story is that a Jordanian man calls off the wedding because the father-in-law asks for a salary statement. Tricky. Okay, listen, I think I understand where the father is coming from. It might be a bit embarrassing to having to disclose this information, okay, or telling your father-in-law, but at the same time, because the man is going to be the main provider for the family, and in the culture, let's say the Arabic culture, Jordanian culture, okay? I think he just wanted to make sure that his daughter was in good hands. Maybe just ask if he's doing well, if he's well off, that's it, if he's doing well at his job. But asking for a salary statement, I'm not really sure about it, but at the same time, I understand where the father is coming from. It's just to know that your daughter is going to live a good life.
It's fair to... two things. One, if you ask for a salary certificate, it shows that the trust is not there.
Yeah.
Right? Because the person could be like, I'm an entrepreneur, I work here, X, Y, and Z. There's clearly a paycheck coming.
Yeah, clearly.
But he could say how much was it, and that'd be a whole different story. But to ask for a salary certificate shows there's zero trust there from the father-in-law. And the fact that the marriage got called off shows that the person who wouldn't share their certificate is defensive, has an ego, and cares more.
He's offended, I don't know.
He's offended and cares more about how he looks and is perceived rather than his love. So I'm actually feel like, with only knowing one headline, I feel like it's better that this marriage hasn't gone through. There's less trust, and the person who wasn't, like, I feel like I would be offended. Like, if father-in-laws and mother-in-laws are a whole different bracket.
Yeah.
And you can be offended by them. But if you found your person, it shouldn't matter how offended you get by something else. You should be able to do whatever's required. So you would show the certificate. You wouldn't call off the wedding.
You know what? Just please the father. That's what we always
Just
do.
please,
Get the
please
blessings
the
of the father. Please
do
the
what you need
parents.
to do.
Okay. As long as you have the woman that you want by your side, just please the parents, because as much as we say that the family is going to be, honestly, the family is going to be a very big part of the marriage, but still, just please the father. Make him. I think maybe he's not well rested. Maybe he's not sleeping well at night. It's like he wants to make sure that his daughter is well off. That's it. And I think it's coming out of from concern, from an angle of concern, and it's not coming from an angle of, I want to know how much you make, and I care only about money. I don't care about anything else. I think it's just coming from concern to make sure that she's going to live a good life. So that's
no,
why
it's
I'm not
because
really...
it's fishy. It's because he does not trust the son-in-law.
Yeah.
He's like, you may be, just because you're rolling around in a fancy car and just because you managed to secure a nice ring doesn't mean it's actually legit. Because you know all these people who are like, in Ireland you call them like plumosers. Plumoser, like a showy messer type thing. But like, is he solid? Is he secure? Is he financially stable? I'm not sure. And I bet that the father-in-law was weeding out a plumoser.
Yeah, he was just trying to make sure everything is fine.
And he did.
He did.
He did. And I really feel for the woman in this case.
The bride.
The bride. But
something better is coming.
Yeah, exactly. What's for you won't pass you. And if this didn't work out, we have no doubt that the real man, your real person is waiting for you. Thank you everyone for sharing where you're watching from. People from all over, which is so exciting. But this is a Dubai news show where we go through Dubai news stories, and our top story of the day The UAE expresses condolences over flood victims in both India and Pakistan, and is sending sincere condolences and solidarity with both countries over flood victims following landslides, which were the result of heavy rainfall, which led to hundreds of deaths and substantial damage to property.
The UAE has also conveyed its condolences over the victims of helicopter crash during a rescue mission, which resulted in the deaths of its crew members in Pakistan.
In a statement, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs expressed its sincere condolences and sympathy to the families of the victims, as well as to the government of both people over the tragedies, along with its wishes for speedy recovery for all injured. This is following cloudbursts, landslides, yeah, it's horrific, flash floods, hundreds of lives lost, thousands of people displaced. And while there's emergency teams searching for families, searching for victims at the moment,
It was beautiful, really.
the real long-term damage is also what's at play, is also significant. This is, you know, also in rural areas which don't have a lot of access to healthcare. It's a really, really scary time. So we're hoping that all of the emergency crews are able to get the areas super fast, because it's ongoing as we speak.
And our prayers are for the families of the injured victims and the people who lost their lives. May they rest in peace. But seeing the videos, it was such a beautiful area. For it to be damaged like that, breaks my heart, because it's natural occurrence. So it's much more difficult. I feel like it pains because you cannot expect it, and when it happens so instant, and it's a natural disaster. But looking at the videos, it was beautiful. It's beautiful. So I hope the families of those victims are, like, my heart and my prayers are going for them. I will make dua for them. But our hearts and our prayers are going for the victims of the injured and the people who lost their lives.
Right, and the scary thing about nature is it can just happen in an instant.
That's the thing. It can happen in an instant, and you cannot expect it. And it can be so drastic. It can be so little, and it can be so drastic. For example, just a week ago, we were talking about the earthquake that happened, but most of us didn't feel it. We were blessed to not feel this earthquake.
In the UAE?
Yeah.
Smaller one.
The one in Ras and one in Khurfakan. But now, looking at a different side of the world, we're in a different geographical locations. You see how those natural occurrences can have such a drastic impact on people.
So scary.
So I think it's always best to say that we're so privileged, we're so blessed, we're so privileged to have this life, so privileged to have this safety, we have this peace, and not having to worry about those natural disasters. Having our houses secured, having our life secured, our prayers for the people who lost their lives.
True. Climate change is a scary thing.
Yeah.
Let's jump into our next story. We're talking about why the UAE passport is the one you would like in your pocket.
So Emiratis can now renew their UAE passports 1 year before they expire. So good news for Emiratis, starting August 18th, which is today, citizens can now renew their UAE passports up to 1 year before they expire. So instead of the previous 6-month window, the update announced by the Federal Authority for Identity, Citizenship, Customs and Port Security, the ICP, is designed to make overseas travel planning smooth and stress-free.
ICP Director Ali Al-Shamsi explained that the change reflects the government's ongoing efforts to enhance the quality of life for UAE nationals. With the UAE passport ranked 8th globally on the Henley Passport Index 2025, one of the world's strongest, the new rules ensures Emiratis can travel with greater confidence and peace of mind.
Slay. That's the only thing I can say, slay. I'll tell you, I'm not an Emirati, I'm Palestinian, but I hold the British passport, okay? So
how does that work?
So
where were you born? How do you have the British passport?
I was born in the UK, okay? And my dad lived 25 years in the UK. Got married there and then had us. I was the last child. Stayed there for 2 years and then went to Palestine, then came here. So
when did you move here?
2004. Yeah.
So your young childhood memories, are they from Palestine or are they from here?
They're from both, because some things happen in Palestine, so I remember some details, but most of my childhood memories are here in the UAE. So I saw the growth and development of UAE here. We saw the metro, we saw the building of Dubai Mall, we saw the building of Burj Khalifa. It was simple days, you know. It was the it place to be in Dubai a while back was the Deira area.
Now?
And now it's completely different.
What is the place now?
Good question. I don't know.
Yeah,
I have
don't
no
know
idea.
either. There's no, like...
If you ask me 2016, I'd say downtown, City Walk.
And when I arrived 2000, oh, well, 2014, like Marina was very cool.
Yeah, Marina was cool, true.
And now they all are.
They all are. I feel like there are new places in Marina, for example, new places in Palm Jumeirah, that's the it places. But
I feel like
isn't a
everywhere,
place
like
to
there's
be.
J1, there's JFC, there's Business Bay, there's Marina, there's JVC.
Because they're big places to
Production
go in
City, where we
Production
work.
City.
It place to be, I tell you, Monday mornings.
You know, I had an incident where I had to go back. I couldn't get on my flight and I couldn't board the flight because I did not maintain that 6-month window of renewing my passport.
What?
3 years ago.
Go over that again.
So 3 years ago, I was supposed to travel to Turkey with my family. Okay?
From the UAE?
From the UAE.
Okay.
Okay. It's a blessing to have that 1 year window, by the way, I'm telling you. Okay?
Yeah, agreed.
It's such a blessing. So
Because
you
what a
should all be
boring
happy.
errand to have to redo your passport and you never think to do it and then...
And if you forget, stuff like that, which what happened to me will happen to you. So, because I am the youngest and I had to renew my passport every 5 years before reaching a certain age. Okay? So I still didn't turn 22, I think. I don't remember. And I had to renew my passport because all of my siblings are older. Okay, they had that 10-year gap where you had to renew your passport. But because I'm the youngest one, I had only 5 years. So to completely slip my mind and my father's mind. Okay? So because we didn't make it through the, we were so close. My passport was gonna expire in 6 months.
Right.
I reached the airport. I couldn't board.
Oh no, they're very serious. It's very strict, these rules. You couldn't board?
I couldn't board.
Oh no.
Because I had to renew it. I was within that, danger period where in 6 months it's going to expire.
So like it was a Home Alone situation, you got left behind or what happened?
I did get left behind, but God bless my mom. Moms are the strongest shoulders. She did not travel with the rest of the family. She came back with me.
Oh, Mama.
She came back with me, I know.
What age were you?
I was so young.
Oh, so nice.
Yeah, that was so nice of her, honestly.
Moms.
I always thank her for that,
There's no selfless love
I know.
like a mom love. It doesn't exist.
No she was so selfless. Like she immediately said, I'm not boarding,
She
I'm
wouldn't-
staying
they
with my
don't-
daughter.
She doesn't care, she wants to be with you.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, because everybody like, oh, the holiday. Mom does not care about the holiday. Mom cares about Massa being at home alone and being sad.
And the thing is, they were staying there for 20 days. That's the issue. So what we did, basically, so my mom wouldn't miss her holiday because I insisted, because I felt so bad. So I insisted on my brother. I told him, you need to come back. So stay there for 10 days and then switch. Because my mom didn't want me to stay alone at home.
Okay.
So they switched. But
Well,
God bless moms.
God bless moms. Speaking of that mom energy and that selfless energy and that selfless spirit, it leads us into our next story because we're announcing something big on Lovin Dubai today. We've never done it before, and it's the first time we've ever done a community-focused awards. And the whole purpose is that selfless spirit. So circle September 11th, 2025 into your calendars because Dubai's most wholesome celebration of real people doing real good stuff is coming very soon. It's called the Lovin Dubai Community Awards 2025. And it's not about who's trending or who has the most followers. It's about the people that make the city so special. It's about the heart and soul of the community.
So from the everyday heroes helping strangers in need to local legends keeping our culture alive, this night is for the ones who leave a mark on our hearts, not just our feet. And so let's talk about the categories and what categories would you like to see?
What categories would you like to see? So if you think about like, if you could choose any category, if you feel there's like a certain community that would need attention. So for example,
Give it back to delivery drivers.
moms.
Mom! Can I nominate my mom?
Possibly. I
Can I
don't know.
nominate my mom? She deserves this, 3 years later and more.
That mom energy, because look, this is the first time we've done it, and what we wanted to do was bring together amazing kind of pillars of community and bring forward nominations. But as hopefully as this will evolve and grow, we can do more things. So like mom energy.
Mom energy.
Oh.
Energy.
But what we've gone with, first of all, is the Love and Spirit category. And this is for the energy and, someone who has a real, genuine impact on the city. They go above and beyond, behind the scenes, and it's their spirit that keeps the community going. And the next one is the community hero, the neighbour you wish you had. We also have charitable act of the year. So selfless moves that have happened in the last year that deserve some spotlight. And then the rising star, so kids who are doing really amazing things. We've got some super duper kids, you know, whether they're in sports or, you know, they have an amazing impact on the environment. And then one very interesting category is the pillar of culture. It's amazing people, you can actually see their images there, who are keeping the Emirati culture and tradition alive today. So that's actually one of my favorite categories.
And Business Visionary Award, game changers in the business scene and feed favorites, so the accounts that everyone can't stop stalking. So Made in Dubai, homegrown brands taking over the world, talk of the town restaurant, that one spot everyone's been talking about. The greatest of all time.
Okay, so those are the 10 categories. Voting is opening as we speak. You'll find it at lovin.co/awards, and it's open until September 11th, so you've got that time to cast your vote. The winners will be officially announced at the Lovin Dubai Community Awards Night, which will then happen on September the 11th in Dubai. We're getting everyone together. It's super exciting. But the most important thing is to get your votes in now for the people, the energy and the spirit who have done, like when we go through the stories in more detail, and it's been the stories that have been shared in the last year, like the people who've got such an impact on the city, they really give you goosebumps.
Exactly.
And they just show you people are awesome. People are so awesome.
And I feel like they're not appreciated enough because they're not all over all our social media accounts, by the way. We're so used to seeing certain people on our feed. We're so used to celebrating those people. But at the same time, I feel like we have to shed light to those people that are actually doing something that's so genuine and giving back to the community, because this is what Dubai is all about. And this is what the year 2025 is all about, the year of community. So it's nice that we appreciating the people, that we're telling those people that you are seen, you're being heard, we appreciate your efforts.
That's the hope.
That's the hope.
So stay tuned for more. Let's jump in to our next story, final story of the day. Safa Siddiqui making headlines in London.
Yes. So Dubai Bling star Safa gets robbed in London. So Dubai Bling star Safa Siddiqui, who was celebrating her 37th birthday in London, revealed she was robbed while away. Though she didn't share details of what was taken, Safa said she typically avoids posting negative experiences, explaining that her page is meant to be lighthearted escape for her followers.
Yet she felt compelled to speak up this time, saying bad things happen in life. So it's a bit of a seesaw there. It's difficult because you don't want to shed light on the bad, but you also don't want to be like, everything is perfect.
Exactly.
So in a video, she added that she's choosing to process the ordeal through humour and gratitude, making it clear that she won't let the incident overshadow the positive moments of her trip and her celebration.
So emotionally poised and candid, Safa turned the unfortunate moment into a reminder that even those who live a public and seemingly perfect life are not immune to everyday twists of reality.
Oh, I wouldn't wish that on anyone.
I would know. I don't know how she's keeping it together, by the way, because if anything, if I get robbed, you wouldn't see me that poised and composed. Maybe behind screens she's different, but like, I wouldn't be that composed. You'll see me all over the place. And even if I recorded my rants and I'm sending it on Snapchat, I'll be a wreck. I'll be screaming. I'll be hitting things. I wouldn't be composed.
Did she say she took a minute and she didn't want to post about it, but then she kind of felt that she had to in a way?
She said she didn't continue sharing her celebration or the rest of the trip because of this incident, but she felt like the need to tell people that, oh, this happened to me. And
we don't know any more information, but it reminded me of Kim K.
Right?
In Paris, that whole scary ordeal.
It's so scary.
Where
it's like they target those people.
She was completely targeted. Now, we don't know anything about what happened to Safa, but what happened to Kim is they're in Paris for Fashion Week. And on her Instagram stories that day, the day prior, she's showing the jewels that she has. And then I think Kourtney Kardashian was there, and Kourtney and Kendall decided to go out to a nightclub. And then they get a phone call, something's happening. Men went into the apartment that Kim Kardashian was sleeping, and they robbed her, and they manhandled her.
Yeah. Like traumatic experience.
So traumatic. So scary. And I think that would scare you for the rest of your life, and it would scare your kids because you'd project that anxiety onto them. It's horrific.
But speaking, like reading the story, I remember when it first happened, I felt, oh my God, I felt so bad for her. That's the thing, it really makes you wonder, is it okay to share everything on social media? I'm sure she didn't share her location. But it's just thinking about it, those people, they can...
But they don't need to share their location because the paparazzi know. And the paparazzi is outside where they're staying, follows them to the hotel, and their movements are so...
Thank God we don't have paparazzi culture here. It just makes it safer for those celebrities. I always say, thank God we don't have paparazzi culture here. Or there's people that are insanely into celebrities. They would follow them, they would stalk them. I feel like you have a limit here, you know. You have to respect the boundaries. And this is what Lindsay Lohan said. This is why she loves it so much, because there is no paparazzi culture or this big celebrity culture where people would start stalking those celebrities, would start following them, or like following every move or trying to capture a picture, because you're not allowed to do that here. It just makes it safer. And I feel like all celebrities here, they can have this perfect lifestyle that they want with that safety, without having feel your everyday life is being captured, basically. If you want to go to a restaurant, you can go. It's fine. You'll be treated like a normal human being. But if comparing it to other cities, you have to consider who's going to be there, the way you dress, and if people are going to capture pictures, or they're going to see who you're sitting with or who you're out with. So it just causes scandal or breach of privacy.
It's so different. Privacy is very different. And also, just, I know we've talked about it before, but the safety bubble that we live in this city is phenomenal. Like, I have seen podcasts with well-known celebrities. I know where they live because of their footage. I know what their closet looks like. And they'll say, my door's open.
Yeah, true.
All the time. Reality show stars. We know their door's open.
Yeah.
But there's no...
we know what location as well.
We know the location. And I do think we do live in a bubble, and we should certainly be careful.
Yeah, we do live in a bubble.
And we should probably be more careful. But the fact that you can go and genuinely leave your handbag on a table in a nightclub.
And that's how we reserve tables.
The fact that you can actually reserve a table like that.
your bag, yeah.
The fact that I bring in a charger out, because I know I can just literally charge. I do this. I can charge my phone at a restaurant in a mall, and I could be sitting over there, and I still worry because I'm a worrier, but I don't need to worry. I could leave it there for an hour. I could come back. It would still be there.
True. That's it. Yeah, and you know what I always do, and I never second guess it. Whenever I go to a restaurant, even if I'm not holding a charger, I just give it to waiter. I'm like, can you please charge this phone? And I know nothing's gonna happen. I know it's gonna be in safe hands, and I know they're going to bring it back to me fully charged, not even used, or they wouldn't try to open it. Like you said, I feel like we're so blessed, and it became part of our lives in some way, you know. I'm so used to this bubble. I don't know how it is somewhere else.
I know.
I'm not used to that idea of having to be so careful about your belongings, or making sure your bag is in front of you, or making sure your phone is not in the back of your pocket, back pocket.
What a funny thing, not to have your phone in your back pocket.
Yeah, what do you mean? You don't put it in your back pocket. Like, you can instantly just grab it, you know. But still, you can't do that, because every time I travel, I put my phone in my back pocket. What's happening to me? Back pocket, okay. And I can see my brother just pulling it out. He's like, please put it back in your bag. Don't do that. You can't do that. We're not in Dubai.
Don't leave my phone at the side of a table.
Don't leave
on the side of a street. Because street dining is very European. So you're on streets, you've got, and then you're like, oh, my bag can't be on the floor, because what if someone, and my phone can't be at the edge, and I can't be on the phone near the road in case someone's cycling and they pop it. And then I'm not going to wear my nice watch, and I'm not going to...
I never take my good jewellery, by the way.
I wouldn't bring my good jewellery.
I never do.
We are so blessed and so fortunate in this city. My gosh. Monday morning, nearly the end of August. That is the end of the Lovin Dubai show. Thank you, Massa.
Thank you, Casey.
And we'll see you back here tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.